What is the pettiest, silliest, most meaningless hill you are willing to die on? You're not the only person in the grocery store, lady. Move your cart to the side in anticipation of others trying to get by. It's not predicting the future, and you really need to work on your spatial awareness. Edit. I've long held the opinion that there are two kinds of people in this world. Shopping cart people and non-shopping cart people. And just remember, it's always malice, never ignorance. This times a million. People's lack of spatial awareness or their downright ashlery and thinking they are more important than you are is infuriating. I don't understand people with bad spatial awareness. I literally cannot comprehend how it must feel to be so unaware. Like how? Like people walking in public, why do you always have to stop right in front of me without a second thought? How can you be so unaware of your surroundings, man? It really confuses me. The same for people blocking sidewalks and doorways to chat, or abruptly stopping in front of you to look at something. How the dishwasher is loaded. The only thing worse than being the only one in the house who does the dishes is being the only one in the house who does the dishes properly. This is true. My girlfriend will stack so many dishes in the dishwasher that when they come out, like half of them are still dirty. Also, if you can't get something off of a plate without scratching at it or scrubbing really hard, what the fuck makes you think the dishwasher will clean it off? I just don't get the logic, lol. Go on. Cutlery handle up or down in the holder. That box of useless cables in my closet. You know, the one that has a bunch of old USB cables, RCA cables, even S-video cables, and a shitload of ACK adapters I can't find the ends for. Yeah, that box is mine, and I will never throw it away. Even if it only comes in handy once a year, I'll be damned if it doesn't feel great feeling like a dang hero when your friend or family member needs one of those useless cables for something. Edit. Wow, my first gold. Thanks. Also, because that feeling of realization of having a cable you need is unparalleled. I needed an optical audio cable once, and finding one in that was better than any high I've experienced yet. Having a cable you need is unparalleled. Unless the cable you need is a DB25. This is a fucking fact. Never throw away a working cable. You might need it. You can't just buy a box of whatever cables you might need for the year. There's just too many kinds, so many of which are so rarely used. The only way to get a box with all the cables you need is to build up your collection over time. That random ass adapter you thought was completely useless. If you throw it away, I guarantee in the next 2 months you will regret it. My dad has the most massive stash of cables, and I will be forever grateful for the many times he had exactly what I needed, lol. When not in use, the microwave is a clock. Stop leaving your unused time on there. You just have to hit the cancel button once, damn. We'll talk. Why the fuck don't they auto clear after like 5 minutes though? Good god, I need this feature so much. My partner always leaves about 10 seconds or less on the timer. So it messes with the clock and adds one extra press to my use. This would be amazing. Even if it's an option to turn on or off, because some maniacs wouldn't want it for some reason. My new microwave has the option to turn off all beeping, and that's been life changing. Now I need this. Please. My wife wanted to get rid of the N64 I've had since '97. She said it looks tacky. I love her, but fuck that. Close the dang cabinet doors. Close all the doors. OMG, my fiancé does this. Never completely shuts the cabinets in the kitchen, medicine cabinet, or his dresser drawers. Infuriating. I apparently do this. Didn't know until I asked my brother to pop into mine to feed the cat. He sent me a Snapchat of all the almost shut cabinets. It's an illness. Scrape your damn plate off before putting dishes into the dishwasher. I'm home from college right now, living in a 5-person home, and my sister is the only person who understands this. Everyone else basically puts meals in the dishwasher, or they let things like cereal get stuck to the plates and cups, which drives me crazy, lol. It's a dishwasher, not a garbage can. In addition, if you leave napkins/paper towels on your plate and put them in the sink, you deserve the 9th circle of hell. My mom used to take plastic wrap off of stored items and put it into the sink instead of the fucking trash can that was the same distance from the sink. Every time you tried to do the dishes you'd end up with a handful of wet slimy plastic wrap. Blech. I always used to soak dishes before washing, probably an ancient habit I picked up from my parents, but the manual for my new dishwasher explicitly says that pre-washing is unnecessary and there's a disposal/grinder in the bottom of the washer that takes care of excess food. Exciting times. People who don't mix their sour cream so it isn't suppy on top before they use it, what is wrong with them? It's as bad as people being okay with the ketchup precum dribbling all over your food. Shake the damn bottle then squirt. Many years ago I had 2 friends over. One friend fell asleep on my couch with her mouth open. Other friend proceeds to prank sleeping friend by squirting mustard into her mouth. Did not shake bottle. Sleeping friend awakens and spews mustard water on pranking friend. For some reason this memory has instilled the always shake the bottle first habit. We call those people monsters. Those new extra safe, high visibility headlights should not be installed in any vehicles larger than a wagon. I don't need LED spotlights pointing into my eyes from the front and all 3 mirrors. Seeing is fun for other drivers too. Improperly aimed headlights are terrifically unsafe, regardless of whether they're incandescent or LED, stock or aftermarket. That, and idiots who don't shut their brights off when other cars come. Personally, I have a lifted Jeep with aftermarket LED headlights. Prior to installing them, I could barely see the road without brights on, and even with brights, it felt unsafe on country back roads. I took care to aim them properly, mark line on wall, go 25 feet back, adjust, compare to original headlights, and actually made sure they shoot ever so slightly lower than my stock headlights. The only time I ever got flashed was when I was the idiot that forgot to shut my brights off, and I deserved it. Edit. Here's the guide I used to aim the headlights, link, and here's the Jeep link. Edit. I appreciate the relevance of the All-Seeing Upvote award. Behold. The first responsible Jeep owner. I bought the house, so the spot in the driveway closest to the front door is mine. Roommates, park your asses on the street. Parking inconveniences at home make me irrationally angry. Where you end up parking after your spot is taken may not even be that bad, but it's the principle, especially when it's an inconsiderate roommate. I had a place where my roommate had outlined where he wanted me to park. It was my spot, he and I agreed on it. And at least twice a week some strange that he had over, regularly different girls, would park in my spot. It made me unreasonably angry. I could even acknowledge at the time parking on the street was only 10 feet of walking. That if my wife just stops asking me questions and watch the movie she'll understand what the movie is about. Edit. For the record, my wife is the best person in the world, and if I were to answer this question for her she'd probably tell me that the way I load the dishes will eventually give her a stroke. Her way does get them cleaner after all. My wife loves asking questions at the beginning of movies or the first couple episodes of series. I have started replying you know as much as I do without condescension or judgment, and she's starting to get it. That, leaving lights on, and not closing/replacing the lids on bottled/jarred items are my pet peeves. Edit. Oh god. And leaving time on the microwave, and setting clocks forward in time, so you're not late. Just get places on time. My wife's car for example. Kill me. Espresso, not espresso. I especially agree with you. Etc. Heath. Libri. Drawing. Heath. Fuck. That and across. Throw away your trash at the movie theater. Throw away your trash. Period. The amount of garbage I see on my commuter train. This isn't the subway, but a train that costs $7+ to ride. Every platform has tons of garbage cans. You can't leave without passing at least one. Nope. Just litter. Litter everywhere. Edit. And since this post has gotten some traction, all you smokers out there that flick your butt out your car window or toss it on the street outside your office or the fancy restaurant you are eating at, you are fucking littering. Cigarette butts are the most common item of litter. For some reason society, for the most part, is okay with this. We shouldn't be. Smokers, stop throwing your buds on the road/pavement/parks, etc. Be better. Treat your city like your home, and not a dump. That teleporters kill the person, and create replicas on the other end. I read that as telemarketers, and I thought that was unusually harsh behavior from the call center. I've always thought that about AI, when people talk about uploading your consciousness. Is that really you who was uploaded, or did you still die and now you have an uploaded copy of yourself? All water does not taste the same. Edit. Thanks for the silver y'all. Edit again. This my first gold on here. Much love. Live streaming your kids' punishments should be illegal. People do this. What is wrong with people? If you tell me you are going to defiantly do something, I'm going to picture you doing it with defiance. All angry. Marching around pissed off that you had to do it. It's definitely people. Definition in Italy and defi and lie are two completely different words with completely different connotations and definitions. My high school English teacher used to talk about how much he loved reading about people defiantly going to college. The imagery of someone being all in a huff and storming off to glue magazine clippings together is great. MSG is not dangerous, and it's sad, so many people miss out on its deliciousness because of misinformation. Particularly since it's in so many packaged foods, but people only really seem to be allergic to it in Chinese restaurants, not when they are crushing a tube of Pringles in a single sitting. Had an old boss of mine tell me she was allergic to Chinese food cause of the MSG. While eating Doritos. People that don't know the difference between losing and losing get my downvote every time. But sometimes when you lose an arrow, you lose an arrow.